just want to thank y'all for everything. And I want to thank y'all for joining me. Learn to Live 180. Right here, raw and uncut, unfiltered, sharing my thoughts, my experience. It's a little windy today, but I just so grateful for, things that nature has to offer. I just want to thank my creator for all and everything that, he's created. I just want to share a comparison today. Joy and happiness. Joy versus happiness. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of people mentioning they want happiness or they want somebody to fulfill their happiness. But I don't ever hear anybody speaking about joy, which is kind of, weird to me because if you look at the dictionary version of both of them, it clearly shows that happiness is short term and joy is long and everlasting, long term. It is really windy, y'all. Um, First and foremost, I myself, based off of the experience that I've witnessed and have endured, uh, there's nobody in this world that can make one person happy. It's impossible. They can bring happy moments to you, but that's about it. When I say moments, I'm talking about literally moments. But to have somebody make you happy 24/7, that's impossible. First of all, people can't even read people's minds to the point where they understand how to make somebody happy like that on a day-to-day basis. It's impossible. Okay, first and foremost, in order for you to seek happiness, you got to find it internally first. Okay, but why seek happiness when it's just a snap of a finger? Why not seek joy, which is everlasting? It's ongoing. It never stops. Um, it's almost like nature. It keeps on. The trees decay, they come back to life. Like the four seasons. Like it's residual, it's ongoing, it never stops, right? Happiness is a moment, just like sad is a moment. You have a moment of sadness, you have a moment of being mad, angry, whatever it is, those are moments of emotion, okay? Joy is everlasting, it's an ongoing process that never stops, it's internal. And in order for you to seek joy, you have to have peace. That means you have to come and understand that in order for you to obtain joy, you have to seek forgiveness first and foremost. First of all, like everybody's endured something traumatic in their life. I'm not sugarcoating anybody's circumstances. I know I went through my fair share of, trauma as well during my childhood and even as an adulthood. Sometimes, and a lot of times, self-inflicted. I would like to apologize to anybody that I've offended or even hurt in my past. I'm not perfect. I ask for forgiveness. I forgive you and hope that we can all be forgiven throughout that process. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's better than the next. Nobody's below. Nobody's beneath. And nobody's above all, except for our Creator. And I just want to thank you guys for this opportunity to be able to speak upon this and be brave and courageous and talk about this whole joy process. When you get a chance to spend time with yourself and get a better understanding of who you are, right? Loving yourself, right? In order for you to love others. You can't love others unless you love yourself and you love your creator, right? So you have to be mindful of that. But in order for you to have joy, you have to forgive. You know what I mean? That means anything or anybody that has hurt you in the past, you have to let it go. It has to demise, it has to decease. Otherwise, it's going to corrupt us as people. As hard as that may seem, it is doable. Trust in the process. It feels so much better. Anger and holding on to burdens and barriers is not the way. Speak life into your life. Speak positivity in your life. Also speak, optimistic things into your life. Words have power. Anytime you say anything negative, guess what? It impacts you. it you carry this load with you wherever you go, no matter where you go in life. And a lot of people don't understand that, words do have power. So we have to be very careful on how we conduct ourselves on a day-to-day basis. First of all, if you want happiness, how can you be nasty to people and then you talk about happiness? It doesn't make any sense, okay? First of all, when we're conducting ourselves outside of our homes and we're interacting with people, we have to operate in joy towards others, humbly, respectfully, you know? Why? Because we don't know what other people are going through, you know? Everybody's experience is different, but, we all are on the same path, and that's to grow, to get better, to, create, new life, having families, to establish careers, to create generational wealth for their children, and just be a vessel to help those that are around us on a day-to-day basis. Turning our lives around from nasty to nice, you know what I mean? Being nice and kind to one another, saying hello, opening up the door for someone. These are forms of joy, because it's ongoing. And trust when I say this, when you conduct yourself in such joy, having happy moments like this, they go away. But when you operate in joy, it doesn't stop. Okay? You may have a moment here and there where you think or overthink certain situations. A lot of times it's self-inflicted, right? A lot of times, because of the things that we didn't let go of, right? And today is a new day, and the next second is not promised. And I'm not the type of person that can deal with the fact if I have some type of discord with somebody and I don't put that to rest. Because if anything happens to that person, right, that's going to be on my mind or on my heart for the rest of my life. And I don't want to live my life like that, thinking about what could have, should have been done in that situation, right? Why just not make it right? It's okay to walk your separate ways. It's okay to, forgive that individual and walk away. You may never have to say anything ever again, but walk away knowing that your slate is clean with this individual. Because harboring ill will or ill-gotten feelings towards the next is not the way to go. Trust me, I know about this. When you deal with depression, stress, anxiety, and all these things, and you just want to claim happiness over your life, happiness is not going to do it. It's not going to cut it. It's just a moment of ecstasy, if that makes any sense. The joy is ongoing. I dare you all, right, to practice joy versus happiness. And understand that in order for you to find that joy, you have to have peace. Peace is, as you can see behind me, this is peace. Nature is peace. Finding a nice, quiet place, peace. Coming to terms with yourself that, hey, look, I've made mistakes in my life, but those mistakes are not going to define who I am. Today is a brand new day. Let's make this next moment better for others and for ourselves. Let's help each other. Let's grow, right? Everybody's talking about, heal the world, save the world, and save the people. Well, how about we start with treating people with respect, loving our neighbors as we love ourselves. Nobody wants to do that because that means we have to be accountable, take ownership, and be responsible. I say, let's do it. It's going to take time, but it can be done. It can be done. Learn to live 180. Learning about life, learning to live in this life, learning to live in this life, and turning your life around. We have to make a change. We have to practice more joy instead of happiness, day in and day out.